Bond here from Dr. Pennsylvania. Today we have past periodical number 30. This one comes from the Evening Public Ledger, which was a defunct Philadelphia newspaper. This story ran February 25th, 1919, and its title is Lured by Woman to Prison Term.
Lured by woman to prison term. Supposed fiancé betrays young express messenger to police. Sentenced to 3 years. Street holdups continue while taxicab bandits rob saloon. Frederick C. Robb today received a sentence of 3 years in the county prison after he had pleaded guilty to an indictment charging him with stealing more than $5,000 from the American Railway Express Company, by whom he was formerly employed. Judge McCormick, substituting in Quarter Sessions Court Number 1, imposed the sentence. Robb was messenger on a Pennsylvania Railroad Company train, employed by the express company, in the company's car in the train. On the day the money was stolen, there was about $75,000. While the train was running from Broad Street Station to the West Philadelphia station, Robb pocketed $5,050 of the money, and when he arrived at the latter station, he left the train and disappeared. About 2 weeks later, he was located in New York. A young woman on whom he was lavishing the money was responsible for his arrest. It was said that the young woman told the New York police of Robb's presence in that city, and when the defendant came to call on his supposed fiancé, he was arrested. Before Judge McCormick today, in response to a question put by Assistant District Attorney Gordon, Robb declared that he was arrested and he had most of the money left, although he could not say how much. He accused 2 New York detectives of stealing the money from him when he was arrested. An investigation will be made of his charges. Held as pickpocket. I am going to make examples of these cases from now on, said Magistrate McCleary in Central Station today, as he held Jacob L. Green of North 8th Street under $1,000 bail for court. It was alleged that Green picked the pocket of Miss Julia E. Loeb, 2231 North Broad Street today, in a Market Street store yesterday, obtaining $3. He then instructed all of the witnesses in the case to report to the grand jury immediately so that a true bill may be found against Green and his case expedited. Green was arrested by department store detectives. Nathan Myers of North 11th Street was held in $600 bail for court, accused of having attempted to pick the pockets of a man on a trolley car at 15th and Spring Garden Streets. Detective Ryan testified that Myers had his hand in the man's back pocket. Hold up saloon. 2 unmasked bandits held up the saloon of Patrick Dillon, 5th and Walnut Streets, shortly before midnight and robbed the proprietor of 4 customers of about $200. Dillon was preparing to close when the men drove up in a taxicab and entered the place. One of them covered the proprietor and the customers with a revolver and ordered them into a side room. There the victims were relieved of their cash and jewelry, after which the cash register was rifled. The bandits obtained $130 from Dillon, $26 from one of the customers, and varying amounts from the others. The thieves then threw Dillon's keys at him and backed from the door, leapt into the machine, and drove away. The policeman who covers the beat was at 5th and South Streets at the time of the holdup. More businessmen protest. Another neighborhood organization has entered its protest against the insufficient police protection. Members of the Cedar Avenue Improvement Association at a meeting in Arcade Hall, 5039 Baltimore Avenue last night, declared that the taking of policemen off their beats to attend rehearsals of the police band left many districts uncovered, as no other policemen were assigned to take their places. A request for remedial action was sent to the head of the police department.